quarter. It's close. 7-0 Panthers. There is a D'Angelo was playing on this turf.
It wasn't Hall, I bet you.
It was Williams making a great spin.
Come on, Raiders. I mean, when you're tackling bad, you're playing bad, at least they're hustling to the ball.
Well, the defense was buzzing for much of the day. Again, Delhomme tied a career low with completion percentage in yards. Tied a career high with 4 picks, but Julius Peppers wasn't allowing anything to happen on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, big, strong, fast. Not only plays the pass, but plays the run as well. He's a force to be reckoned with.
3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles for Julius Peppers, and Carolina cruising to a 7-2 record now in 2008. Let's go down to San Diego because the highlights are better. The Chiefs
defense secondary
in town. Phillip Rivers against Tyler Thigpen, who was locked in, people.
Locked in?
He was locked in. I'm not joking.
I thought you were just trying to rhyme.
Mr. Coastal Carolina, 3rd and long, backed up in his own end. And he fires to Dwayne Bowe to get some breathing room. And then 9 plays later, it's Tyler Thigpen to a wide-open Mark Bradley, and the Chiefs draw first blood.
Oh, double move.
In San Diego, up 7-0. Second quarter now. Chiefs with the ball again. It's 7-6. Thigpen, it's Tony Gonzalez, who moves past Jimmy Smith for 10th on the career receptions list.
Yeah, that's for a tight end. He's got all the tight end records, and now he's climbing up on the all-time receiving.
So you'd think the Chargers have heard of him enough to cover it.
Right. You would think.
Wide open, Gonzalez, 23-yard gain, and then the very next play, Gonzalez has a few people around him, but he just shuffles them all off. Touchdown, 44 yards for Gonzalez. Kansas City up 13-6 after that. Missed the extra point, filed that away in the memory banks. Third quarter, it's still 13-6. LaDainian Tomlinson, 17 yards on this play. He had 78 on the day. 4 plays later, 3rd and goal from the 5. Malcolm Floyd is coming to the fore from this receiving core in San Diego.
Yeah, he is, and they got full blitz against Phillip Rivers, and he handled the pressure beautifully.
Tie ball game at 13. 4th quarter now. Chargers. 9 minutes to go. Rivers to Antonio Gates, a fine tight end in his own right.
Tight ends on the field today.
3rd, 3 plays later. Rivers to Gates, touchdown. Chargers are up 7 again instead of 6 as Kansas City missed the extra point. 1:05 left in the game. Tyler Thigpen on 4th and 8, moving a chain to Mark Bradley. 5 plays later, 3rd and goal, 29 seconds to go. Fires it in to Tony Gonzalez, who holds on in a juggle drill. Bounces off Clinton Hart and Antoine Cason, and Gonzalez corrals the football. So the Chiefs are down 1 instead of tied, and Herm says we're going for 2.
I love it, Herm. Let's go for 2.
This is how Denver beat San Diego earlier in the year. Thigpen looking for Gonzalez again. But it's knocked down to Quentin Jammer, who picks it off. And the Chargers win by 1 as Herman Edwards becomes just the 6th coach to go for 2 when trailing by a point in the last 2 minutes since 1994 when the 2-point rule began. Denver did it to San Diego earlier this year, but Kansas City could not follow suit as Herm tried his best.
When you're 1-7, it's not even a question what you do. For these guys, they deserve to win a football game. These guys were so beat up on defense, it wouldn't have been fair to not try to go for 2 points because I don't think we could have stopped them anymore. We ran out of bodies. But I just felt that, hey, you try to play to win, and you got to understand where your team's at. And I'd do it 100 times with these guys.
As for Herm's old team, the Jets were on autopilot. See what I did right there?
Uh-huh.
They treated the Rams like they were an oversized carry-on bag. They stowed them away. See what I said?
What you said? That's good.
And the Bills and the Patriots, both at 5-3 like the Jets, no doubt looking up at the scoreboard, seeing what the Jams are doing against the Rams, placing even more importance on this game in New England.
Do you know your college football? Go to collegegameday.com to find out. ESPN's College Game Day live every Saturday on NASN.
Tatis It's a swing, the line drive, base hit down the left field line. Wright will score. Eyes riveted to Beltran. He's being waved in. Ramirez misses the cutoff throw. In to score is Beltran. Fernando Tatis has won the game for the New York Mets.
NHL on NASN. Two teams fighting for momentum this season kick off your Hockey Tuesday on NASN. It's Flyers-Islanders. Later, in a replay of June's Stanley Cup Finals, a clean-shaven Penguins look to best the Red Wings. And tomorrow, the Blackhawks host the Bruins in an original 6 matchup. Live NHL on NASN. No holding back.
Game day, the Sunday night affair, the Giants and the Eagles playing. It was good to the last drop.
Yeah.
And you could say the same thing about what happened in Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers had the Colts right where they wanted them, and then the Colts came right off the mat, and it did come down to the very last play. And talk about riding the ship. The Minnesota Vikings, a piece of the NFC North lead after 10 weeks in a big game between two 4-4 division rivals. Pack and Vikings is still to come. Division rivals, these two are the Bills and the Patriots. Trent Edwards and Matt Castle, making their first starts in this series. In New England, both teams 5-3. We pick it up midway through the first quarter. Matt Castle to Wes Welker. Fingertip grab. Does he have the ball, however? We need to see this thing again.
Man, is he good.
He does seem to corral it, but
a replay?
The cagey Dick Duran does not get the challenge in time because Bill Belichick's even cagier. Sends his offense under center before Duran could challenge the play, and then 2 plays later, Matt Castle runs it in.
I love it when the quarterback just make a decision and go.
Longest run of the year for the Patriots, by the way. Right there. Right there. 2 possessions later, Trent Edwards looking for Lee Evans, and Ellis Hobbs picks it off.
He'd like to have that one back. He's got to get his front shoulder down and get the ball down a little bit. He had him open.
Led to a Patriots field goal, 10-0 New England. Second quarter, Bills ensuing possession, 3rd and short. And it's Derek Schumann picking up the first down. 6 plays later, 3rd and goal. They go to Marshawn Lynch, who's got a nose for the end zone, but the Patriots had a nose for him on the day.
Yeah, whenever this Buffalo Bills offense is ineffective, that's when they can't run the ball, nor do they get the ball to defense consistently.
Patriots 10-3 going into halftime as Buffalo had to settle right there. Third quarter, Castle to Wes Welker. First player in NFL history to start a season with 6 or more receptions in each of his first 9 games.
Amazing.
It is amazing.
Especially when a guy named Randy Moss is on the other side.
Well, I'll tell you what's even more amazing. They're out of running backs there, apparently, right, in New England? But here comes a guy named Ben Jarvis Green Ellis. They're calling him Law Firm up there because of that name.
Jarvis Green Ellis.
But you've got a nickname for him.
I think we're going to start calling him Boston Legal.
Denny Crane. Name's on the door.
Sam Aiken is catching passes for the New England Patriots. Crucial on 3rd and 9 there. 8 plays later, Castle to Wes Welker at his first 100-yard receiving day of the year. And Castle, again, everyone thought that we could stick a fork in New England because Tom Brady's out for the year. Matt Castle on this day, 23 of 34, no interceptions. Finds Jabbar Gaffney, another name that we're mentioning. Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, Boston Legal touchdown.
They've got players on every position, great coaching and great scouting department.
4 straight games with a touchdown for Boston Legal. Meanwhile, the Jets against the Rams, Steven Jackson was dressed, just not in a uniform.
Oh, it's opening.
Jets' first play of the game. This is what we call as a tone setter on the day. Thomas Jones, 20 yards. 6 plays later, the Jets hand it off to Jones again. 5 carries for 53 yards on the opening drive that he capped with this touchdown run.
Good piece of run. That offensive line is starting to take over the line of scrimmage.
Next Jets possession after a Rams 3-and-out. Brett Favre, play fake. Dustin Keller is a rookie tight end who lit up the combine, and now he's become a factor.
Yes, he played his best game today.
6 catches for 107 yards. Ensuing Rams possession. Mark Bulger's, that led to a field goal.
Pow!
Smoked by Abram Elam, who had a pick 6 last week in Buffalo. Calvin Pace is big man with football.
This is another one of their free agent acquisitions in the offseason.
4th Jets defensive touchdown of the season. This was challenged by Jim Haslett, but it didn't stand up, as it was clearly a fumble by Bulger and a touchdown. Next Jets possession after another 3-and-out by the Rams. Favre almost picked by Fakir Brown.
And you can't miss opportunities against Brett Favre.
Certainly when 2 plays later, with the new life, with the extra life, Thomas Jones pops it in the end zone. Second of 3 rushing touchdowns for Jones, and now we're showing you some miscues. It's pretty bad when you're down 27-0, and that's when NFL GameDay starts showing miscues. Derek Stanley stripped of the ball by Dwight Lowry. Kerry Rhodes picks it up. We see a lot of Kerry Rhodes in this highlight. That led to a Jay Feely field goal, 30-0. Next Rams possession, Bulger to Donnie Avery, and Kerry Rhodes picks it. There he is again.
I told you, just threw that ball and just prayed for himself after he released that.
That led to
second quarter, Rich?
Yeah, that led to a Dustin Keller 1-yard touchdown, and then there's still enough time left in the half to shoehorn in one more turnover with 20 seconds to go. Kenneth Darby puts it on the turf, which led to one more Jay Feely field goal attempt of the half from 55 yards out for a first half 40-burger. He got it! 47-3, the Jets wind up winning, the largest margin of victory in franchise history. So the Jets and the Patriots heading into the Thursday night football game on NFL Network are both 6-3. The Bills, who used to be 4-0, are now in last place in division. Again, the Jets 6-3, which apparently was news to Brett Favre afterwards.
New England's been the top of this division for quite a long time, and I think they're kind of hitting their stride right now. I know they think they can play a lot better, and they probably can. We probably feel the same way about ourselves. So still a lot of football left.
Basically, since the last time we saw them, it's all been about who we play the next week. But based on just the highlights or what we saw last game, I think it's a much improved team. I think it's a team that always has that Favre factor too, that even if you're maybe in pass coverage on the other side of the field, you still have to cover your man, because there's really that factor of him trying to make a play, and I think that's always something that you have to do when Brett Favre's at quarterback.
Favre said at the podium, I think we're 6-3, and asked someone in the media. But he also said that the Patriots should be sitting up there thinking the Jets have to come beat us. Because again, earlier when these two teams played each other, it was the week after Tom Brady was hurt. And Matt Castle made his first start since high school.
He was terrible.
And it was still the same old story between the Patriots and the Jets. Do you expect something similar on Thursday night?
Yeah, I expect something similar, because what I've seen in this game was very similar. Both quarterbacks no pick. Both running games very effective, and both offenses control the ball for over 37 minutes time of possession. Both teams are going to go try to implement that formula, try to take the game out of the quarterback's hands. But that guy, Brett Favre, if it comes down to a game close, I think he can win it.
Think about that game. Second game of the season. It was Brett Favre's second game in that offense with the Jets. It was Matt Castle's first start. And so since then, both of these quarterbacks are much improved. Their offenses are much improved. Now, what we saw from the Jets defense today, which we'll talk about a little bit later, they're terrifically improved. They had 5 takeaways today. We know the Patriots defense pretty darn good. This game on NFL Network on Thursday is going to be a doozy.
Yeah, I haven't seen the rest of the rundown. Are we going to hype that game?
I don't know. It's going to be cold there. I heard that a vicious rumor.
Are you sure about that?
No thermals.
As for the Jets' co-tenants, they were down the turnpike in Philly trying to take care of business against the division rival again.
He's a guy that can ruin a game. We gotta fight! We gotta lay down! He thrives on pressure. This is his cup of tea. That's what I'm talking about!
I think they have a chance. Don't miss Boomer and the gang every week on Sunday NFL Countdown, only on NASN.
4 rush again. Romo deep ball. T.O. in the clear. Got it! T.O. TD. 72 yards. Only Jerry Rice has caught more touchdown passes in National Football League history.
Give me that tiger head. That dog is ugly. USC. Give me this thing here.
ESPN's College Game Day live every Saturday on NASN.
Giants in Philadelphia, where we'll be for Thanksgiving in a couple weeks. So, guess who's at the game? Now, we know we know McNabb's going to be there.
Right.
We know Eli's going to be there.
True.
Okay. How about Vice President-elect Joe Biden?
Yeah!
First quarter of the game, third play of the game, it's Eli who's spreading the wealth around. Pick.
See, that's what makes you upset.
Oh, you're going to go and you don't trust him? Is that where we're going?
You just never know. I love Eli, but you just don't know.
Yeah, the Eagles 2 plays later going Wildcat. After the Mike Patterson pick, it's Deshaun Jackson direct snapping, running, leaping for the pylon. Eagles on top.
McNabb could have done that.
7-0.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be Wildcat.
Ensuing Giants possession, Brandon Jacobs. This is just plain old
this is a
nasty
Wildcat.
beast.
This team always runs the ball.
Oh, that's a Wildcat.
20-yard run down to the 18. 3 plays later, 3rd and 9. Manning to Plexico Burress.
If you're only going to have one catch, you might as well have it in the end zone.
Now you believe in Eli?
I believe in Eli somewhat.
2 possessions later in the game, it's Manning to Amani Toomer. The Giants up 10-7. 7 plays later, 3rd and 7 from the Eagles 11. It's Manning to Amani Toomer. Down to the 2. Very next play, it's Manning. Oh, we're in the second quarter, by the way. It's Manning to Kevin Boss. He's the boss. He's the boss. Now do you believe in Eli?
Yeah, you give Eli time, he can be productive.
17
I
to
believe
7.
in you again, Eli.
2 possessions later for the Giants. Brandon Jacobs running to his left.
I believe in this
Heavy
guy.
heart, light pocket.
No.
Upended by Chris Gokong, and it's Mike Patterson who had the pick earlier with the fumble recovery.
Chris Gokong from Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo.
Ensuing Eagles possession. You said that with such relish. McNabb to Jason Avant from the University of Michigan.
Nice whip route.
Eagles cut the lead to 17-14. First possession of the 3rd quarter for the Eagles. It's 20-17. Giants. McNabb to Fraction Jackson. Deshaun Jackson, 17-yard gain to the Giants. 43. 4 plays later, McNabb to Hank Basket, who's got lots of reasons to celebrate. A touchdown. And he's engaged to one of Hef's former girls next door now. Kendra Wilkinson is going to be Mrs. Hank Basket.
Yeah, I bet his mama ain't happy about that one.
24-20 is the score. Ensuing Giants possession, Steve Smith, all he does is move the chains. 3rd and 4, it's now 1st and 10. 5 plays later, Manning to Kevin Boss, except he's flagged for throwing the ball after he's crossed the line of scrimmage. First time he's ever been flagged for that in his career. So the Giants are going to have to kick a field goal and perhaps be down 1, except Tom Coughlin decides to challenge it, and you know what? They decide that part of his foot was behind the line when he threw it, so the Boss completion counts, and then a couple plays later, it's a touchdown for Brandon Jacobs, and the Giants are on top 27-24. A crucial sequence there. They're up 30-24 when Ahmad Bradshaw rumbles and then fumbles, but he fumbles it out of bounds. 4 plays later, Jacobs ruled a touchdown, but the ball's loose.
And he fumbles. Let's take a look at that goal line.
Jaquay Parker knocked the ball out. Andy Reid challenges this. By the way, he challenged on the play before, too, when Jacobs was clearly down with a fumble. This is ruled a touchdown after review. So 2 consecutive challenges go against Andy Reid, so they only have 1 timeout left when the comeback begins. Down 12, it is McNabb to Deshaun Jackson for 32 yards. 7 plays later, McNabb calls his own number, which is 5.
I like that. Look at the patience, and look at the athleticism, and the desire and the want. He still has it.
Brings up 4th and goal, but they're down 12 with only 1 timeout left. You saw Andy Reid said, yes, we're going for it with 6 minutes to go. McNabb rolls out. Kevin Curtis, touchdown. It's a 5-point game. 36-31. The Giants on 3rd and 1. Can the Eagles stop Derek Ward? They do. Fumbled. Kareem McKenzie recovers for the Giants, and they have to punt it away. So the Eagles do get a possession with 2 minutes to go to try and win this game. Brian Westbrook, 2 yards, bringing up 4th and short, and this has been the bugaboo for the Eagles all year.
Short yardage and goal line.
Westbrook stopped by Chase Blackburn. Andy Reid bumming. Giants loving. They are 8-1, undefeated in the division. 3-0 against the division. The defending champs against the Cowboys and Eagles, at least 200 rushing yards in consecutive games for the first time since 1986 when they won their first Super Bowl title under Bill Parcells. After the game, Tom Coughlin was asked about that crucial challenge when Eli Manning was ruled over the line of scrimmage.
Well, you have to see it and you have to listen to the player. But from upstairs, they were saying that his foot might have been on the line, but he wasn't over the line. So.
Did you have an instinct or gut feeling based on what you saw with the naked eye?
With the naked eye, I wasn't sure. I mean, I was back behind the play. Eli was pretty sure, and then upstairs they were sure. So.
All right, Steve Mariucci, the floor is now yours. You asked to defer, sort of like you won the coin toss.
Yeah,
he asked to defer.
And the question was, who's the best team in the National Football League?
Yeah.
I think these two teams, Tennessee and the Giants, are on a collision course for that Super Bowl unless somebody gets upset. Okay. The Giants, I think, are the best team, and I'll tell you why.
Tell me.
Because you think somebody can stop them from rushing the football when they want to rush the football? No. They throw the ball consistently every game, too. They're good on the road. They were 10-1 last year on the road. They went into Pittsburgh this year. They went into Philly. This team is built to win playoff games on the road if they have to, in the snow if they have to. They can run, pass, and play defense. They are the most complete team.
When we talk about Giants and the Tennessee Titans, both teams could run the ball, correct?
Tennessee didn't run the ball today?
Yeah, they did, but they can't. That's not the question. Answer the question. Both teams are very effective defensively, correct? So it comes down to special teams.
Yeah.
Both teams' coaches are pretty good, correct? It comes down to special teams and those two quarterbacks, Kerry Collins and Eli Manning. Which guy you trust the most? And that's the uncertainty.
I'm going to break the tie here.
Come on.
I think the Giants are the best team in football. Because they're the defending champs.
Hey, well,
it's just that simple.
You're the host.
They have the ring.
Don't count.
My vote doesn't count.
You're just the humble
My vote doesn't count. Oh, my goodness.
Your vote doesn't count
All right,
right
everybody.
now.
Oh, I'm taking my scripts and going.
No, we need you, buddy.
Okay. Because I got to throw the break then. The Colts, everybody thought that they're not the team that we thought they were.
But they're not.
Well, tell the Steelers that after that game on Sunday. And then the Miami Dolphins, the original Wildcatters, they did that just against the Seattle Seahawks. Snoop is going to play us the break.
The D-O-double-G.
Bet you wanna. A little something for the NFC, AFC, North, South, East, and West. Quarterbackers, linebackers, cornerbackers, these are the best in the NFL. Let me express and show you how to break it down. Shake and crown. Hands up, referee, it's a touchdown. See, I'ma run it back, cause I'm a wide out. Doggy march the boss prime, let's ride out. Give me the ball, I go for it all. I gotta get mine, so you gotta get yours. Hey, I bet you wanna, I bet you wanna. On prime time on NFL Network. I bet you wanna, I bet you wanna. I bet you wanna, I bet you wanna. I bet
So that's a double helping of live NCAA football with College Bowl on the side.
ESPN 360. Whenever you're online, you're at the game.
Caught. Touchdown, Randy Moss. Airs it out downfield. Randy Moss is there, and he has a touchdown. Wow. That's impressive. Three guys around him. Floats it to the right. Touchdown, Randy Moss. Great catch for Randy Moss. Touchdown reception number 23, an NFL record.
Seattle and South Florida. Seneca Wallace getting another start in place of the injured Matt Hasselbeck. Chad Pennington starting for the 4-4 Dolphins. And in the first quarter, the Dolphins pulling some tricks out of the bag. This is what we call a flea flicker in the business. Chad Pennington, a great throw. What a catch.
Double covered. Ted Ginn Jr. goes up and makes the play in coverage.
Let's not negate the fact when you run a flea flicker, you got to have some great blocking.
And then the first play of the second quarter.
There it is.
The Wildcat. Ronnie Brown, direct snappage, handing off to Ricky Williams. And he's gone, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Look at the speed he still has.
51 yards. And it's a 14-0 lead, and it looks like the Dolphins are going to blow out Seattle. But Jordan Babineau says, I got your blowout right here. 35-yard pick six.
Oh, nice.
And old Mo's suddenly wearing a green shirt. 14-7 at the half. We've got a ball game. It's 14-13 now in the fourth quarter. When Pennington and the Dolphins throw a fat drive on Seattle. Pennington.
Yeah, it looks like Fran Tarkenton.
Pennington?
To Devon Bess for a first down on 3rd and 8. And then 8 plays later.
No, not the Wildcat.
It's Ronnie Brown direct snappage. Fakes the handoff, and he's got Patrick Cobbs paving away.
Yeah, I'm using that play this weekend.
It's 3 running backs in the backfield.
I like it.
16 plays, 79-yard drive lasting over 9 minutes, but Seattle has time left to try and tie the game. Down 21-13. Julius Jones, 33-yard gain. He had 88 yards on the day. 3 plays later, 3rd and goal from the 3. Down 8, Wallace to Corin Robinson. Touchdown, down 2. What does the chart say, Steve?
It says go for 2.
Seattle does that, but from the 7 after a false start penalty.
That hurts.
And it threw some rhythm off. Jeremiah Bell knocks down the pass, so Miami still up by 2, and Seattle needs to get the ball back and preventing a first down. So it's a crucial play right here with the 2-minute warning upon everybody. Fumble football. Darryl Tatt recovers. Tony Sperano's going to challenge.
This is big. They're in field goal range if they give him the ball.
And as Sperano might say, that whole fumble, forget about it.
Elbows down.
So Miami retains possession. That's crucial because the Dolphins can punt it away and force Seattle to travel further down the field. 53 ticks left from the Seattle 40. Maurice Morris off tackle, 11 yards. 4 plays later, 24 seconds left in the game. Mike Harmonsey in 4th and 10. This is it, last chance saloon. Wallace steps up, and it's off John Carlson's hands. And how about Sperano and Joey Porter doing a chest bump? Because the Dolphins are now 5-4, and look at this schedule.
Homecoming.
There are some wins on that schedule.
Yes, there are. Or they can win several more games.
The Dolphins are no longer in last place in the AFC East, and they could be a factor in this whole wild card, if not for the division as well. Meanwhile, atop that division, 6-3 Jets at 6-3 Patriots Thursday night right here on NFL Network. We will have a report from both teams when we come back.
He's a guy that can ruin a game. We gotta fight! We gotta lay down! He thrives on pressure. This is his cup of tea. So I'm talking about.
I think they have a chance to be great. Don't miss Boomer and the gang every week on Sunday NFL Countdown, only on NASN.
Play continues. Gabrick in front, turns, rebound. Oh, what a stop by Lednin.
Sackett's over there with Gear close quickly. Sackett, Stassi in front, loose puck in. What a pass. Stassi to Smith, and it's a pretty tying power play goal.
Oh, steal by Miettinen. Miettinen waiting for Brunette. Gives it to him. Brunette moving in. Miettinen, easy goal! Antti Miettinen scores again. For the Wild, 1 for 3 so far on the power play with 6 shots as Burns carries in. A little room, centers across, Gabrick back in. What a save by Lednin!
Gets in the way for Pittsburgh, away from Danny Greer. A long pass for Dupuis. He's in, he shoots one, he scores!
The path to March Madness starts here on NASN. Each team has one thing in mind: a place in the Final Four and a chance at national championship glory. College basketball is back this November on NASN.
Big play defense, time-killing drives, and an increasingly confident Matt Castle, the Patriots won one head-to-head battle for the division lead, and in the process set up another against the Jets in just 4 days' time.
I think early on the heart rate was definitely through the roof, especially when you get into that first quarter, and there's obviously the adrenaline that goes along with playing this game. But as the weeks have gone on, you kind of get into a routine and start to realize how to manage yourself before the game and as the game starts to go on, and prepare yourself. So it's a little bit easier now than when it was earlier in the season.
You get more comfortable. I think the more experience you get, and even for myself, you know, starting out as a young player, you know, the more experience I got, the more I understood the game, understood coverages and things like that.
We're not going to do anything differently. We're going to do the best we can against the Jets. We got a short week. We're going to do the best we can on our preparation, game plan. Get everybody as rested and healthy, as ready to go as we can. Be ready to go Thursday night.
With the game close up until the very end, the one thing the Patriots were not able to do is rest any of their starters. But as Coach Belichick said, you don't rest when you're playing for first place. I'm Kara Henderson in Foxborough. For more on the Patriots' next opponent, let's go to Lindsay Soto in East Rutherford.
Well, the New York Jets not only dominated the St. Louis Rams, they set a franchise record for domination. Their 44-point win here at the Meadowlands will go into the books as the largest margin of victory in team history. In fact, it was so lopsided that even Jets fans started leaving at halftime, apparently comfortable with their team's 40-0 lead.
It was like one of those games you just lose count, so I mean, it was good though. It's kind of like a basketball player, you know, when you score a lot of points, like Tony Parker the other night, you don't realize you scored 55 points when you're playing really well, and that's a good sign. When you go out there and dominate and put an effort like that together, it gives you a lot of confidence going to the second half of the season.
New England, you know, I'll say it until they're beaten, has been the cream of the crop, not only in this division but across the league. And I know they've struggled a little bit at times this year, and obviously being out makes a difference, but they're still the best team in this division.
The Jets know that Thursday night's game against the Patriots will probably play out a little differently than this one did, but there are a few things that are likely to look the same. Brett Favre, for instance, seems content to continue with this cautious short game approach we've seen from him in the last few outings. Only went deep 4 times against the Rams, wasn't intercepted once. In East Rutherford, Lindsay Soto, NFL Network.
Thank you, ladies. They're fired up in New York. The back page of the New York Post on Monday, Patsies to Pats. Oh, and plus, wow, the Knicks actually beat the Jazz.
The Knicks?
Yeah. Who thought that? All right, Steve Mariucci, Coach 'em Up, presented by Verizon Wireless. It is more than just about Brett Favre while this Jets team is 6-3.
Yeah, this defense really came to play. We've been talking about Brett Favre for a long time, but Bob Sutton and Eric Mangini have really put together a heck of a defense over there with the Jets. Now today, 5 takeaways for 159 yards of hidden yardage. You don't see that in the papers much and on stats, but they pick up the fumbles, they intercept passes, and they return. Let's take a look. The center from the Rams points out the protection, but he doesn't account for the free safety, Abram Elam over here, and he's going to disguise this free safety blitz, and he's going to time it perfectly, and he's going to pow right on mark. Bulger, sack, fumble, and we've got Calvin Pace, a free agent from Arizona. Big man with football for a 50-yard touchdown. Take a look at this one now. You got a little Derek Stanley a catch, and he's going to have Eric Barton and Lowry, Dwight Lowry from San Jose State, a rookie. Strip the ball. Kerry Rhodes is going to pick it up. Now listen, your defense is taught. Everybody get out in front of that ball carrier, throw a block. It becomes an offensive play. Watch the big man downfield. And everybody blocking above the waist and in front by the rules for an 18-yard return. Now, Eric Barton on a delayed blitz, Dion. He's going to show coverage. He's disguising. He's going to show coverage. Alex Brown says, he's not coming. I'm going to go help on my right side here. And here comes Eric Barton on the quarterback. Forces the quick throw for another interception by Mark Bulger. Kerry Rhodes intercepts again. This defense is schooled very well to block for the return man. Here we go in the another block downfield. Another 50-yard return by Kerry Rhodes. Set up down 37-0 after this. This defense, this Coach 'em Up is presented by Verizon Wireless, Rich, but this defense set up or scored points all day long, and the Jets scored on their first 7 possessions. You wonder why there's a 40-burger at halftime.
Yeah. Well, and that's why it's always fun watching the Jets and Patriots play each other, is because it's like a mirror is being held up to each team. Because both defenses disguise coverages, both defenses go ahead and do the things that you're talking about, blocking downfield, and both offenses always try to catch the defense in the wrong coverage by quick snapping.
And they're virtually running the same defense right now.
Yeah, well, Belichick and Mangini. We'll see if they shake hands. Well, they always shake hands, but the question is how.
Do they really care?
Well, Childress and McCarthy didn't shake hands last time these two teams.
NHL on NASN.
He scores!
Don't miss the big hits. Oh! The league's brightest stars.
Crosby trying to walk in front, he scores!
And all the fantastic finishes.
Scores! What a play!
Watch over 200 live games this season, including the All-Star Game, the playoffs, and the 2009 Stanley Cup Finals. Live from the U.S. and Canada, we take you right into the action. NASN, your home for the NHL.
Last year, they didn't know what I was capable of.
Ball.
This year, they still don't. Pick me.
Join in the passion and pageantry of college football every Saturday on NASN. Chris Fowler, Kirk Herbstreit, and Lee Corso get you ready for all the college football you can handle live on College Game Day.
They got it!
Followed by an action-packed doubleheader. Live college football, Saturday on NASN.
Hadn't seen each other since the season opener. Jared Allen starting despite having a shoulder injury, and that was bad news for that man, Aaron Rodgers. Vikings an early lead, 7-0. Gus Frerotte trying to add to it. Charles Woodson picks him.
Hey, my defensive player of the year right now.
Halfway through, a little more than halfway through the season.
Yes.
That led to points. Ryan Grant ties the game at 7 as the Packers try to sweep the season series against the Vikings in a crucial matchup between 2 4-4 teams trying to keep pace with the Chicago Bears atop the division. Second quarter, Kevin Williams strips Aaron Rodgers, who flips the ball out of the end zone. That was called intentional grounding in the end zone, thus walking like an Egyptian. 2 points for Minnesota.
Penalty in the end zone is a safety.
12-7, Vikings. 3 possessions later, Rodgers backed up again, and Jared Allen just swarms him.
He got off the ball, so his first step is unbelievable.
Last time a team had 2 safeties in the first half of a game, 96. A long time ago, 12 years ago. Third quarter, Vikings up 14-10 thanks to those 2 safeties. Chester Taylor, spin move on Desmond Bishop, who came in the game for an injured Nick Barnett. And as always, the ball will find those who come in fresh off the bench.
And you're not going to catch Chester Taylor.
47 yards, Vikings up 21-10. 2 possessions later for the Vikings. Frerotte.
Don't do it.
Picked by Nick Collins. It is a pick 6.
Now look at the run ability,
Good
coach.
piece of running.
Verotte's third pick leads to a Vikings lead, now just 4 points, and the Vikings then go 3 and out, punting the ball to Will Blackman. Why do we usually show these things?
Well, it's either a boo-boo or
a touchdown.
And it is the latter. Will Blackman weaving his way through purple traffic. 65 yards, and then
that's
pays homage.
That's why we're showing it.
I'm so blushing right now.
Packers on top. Why are we calling it a prime out?
We're calling it a prime out because Charlie Prepper. Get out of the way, man. Let the man do his thing. What is wrong with you? This is not your moment.
I think he was about to do your touchdown dance.
Yeah, he was.
So the Vikings are now suddenly down in a game that they were dominating, but thankfully Adrian Peterson was running the football as well as he had all year long. 26-yard gain, 25-yard gain.
Look at the patience, the vision, the speed, the change of direction, the vision.
The power as well. 192 yards for him. fourth quarter, Chester Taylor gets the ball on 3rd and short. And Brad Childress wants to remeasure this thing. And Adrian Peterson says, don't worry about remeasuring or challenging this thing. Just give me the ball and let's go for it on 4th down. And Childress decides to go for it and give Adrian Peterson the ball, and he fumbles it. Green Bay football, and Green Bay gets a field goal to tack on 3 more. So Minnesota now needs a touchdown to win this game rather than a field goal to tie it with 2:30 to go, and Peterson rips one off.
And this is how you atone for a fumble. This is how you do it, kids.
29-yard touchdown run, and Adrian Peterson puts Minnesota up by 1. Rodgers trying to win this game from behind with 2 and change to go. Tip ball, but Donald Driver grabs it. 4 plays later, Packers on 4th down have to go for it with a 52-yard field goal. Mason Crosby, he's got a long leg. He usually kicks in the Rocky Mountains. It's long enough indoors, but wide right. And that's the way the Vikings win this game. Some Gus Frerotte body English gets it done. They are 5-4, tied atop the NFC North with the Chicago Bears. And, of course, the unstoppable Echo Drive performance would be Adrian Peterson's on the day. 192 yards for Adrian Peterson. That is a season high for him. 30 rushes, and the Packers just could not corral him. And some other unstoppable Citizens Echo Drive performances. Thomas Jones, Maurice Jones-Drew, and let's not forget, now, just because we're on Thursday night on NFL Network, Jay Cutler, 447 passing yards for the Denver Broncos. That is your Citizens Echo Drive unstoppable performances of week number 10. The Pittsburgh Steelers and Indianapolis Colts. The Colts have not won there since the 60s.
That's a long time.
That is a long time. Would they break the streak?
NASN, the #1 source for all your NFL coverage this season. We kick off each week with Sunday NFL Countdown, followed by up to 3 live games, including the top matchups from across the league. Mondays continue with 2 first-run games, followed by NFL Primetime and Monday Night Countdown with all the top stories from Sunday and all the buzz leading into the live game on Monday Night Football. Don't miss all the latest news, analysis, and features weekdays with NFL Total Access. Plus bonus coverage with NFL GameDay, Top 10, and Who Is. And come playoff time, we've got you covered with even more live games as the AFC and the NFC crown their champions with the Wild Card, Divisional, and Conference Championships. And the greatest game of them all, Super Bowl 43, live from Tampa, Florida. Plus your annual trip to the Pro Bowl in Hawaii. The NFL this season on NASN.
Dilfer back to throw. He's throwing deep down the middle for Stokely. He's got it. Touchdown. Touchdown. Brandon Stokely for the score. And again, a great throw. And the Ravens are the champions of the world. I'm going to Disney World.
Sirs, your comments on global warming.
Sunday NFL Countdown, only on NASN.
As always on game day, we save one of the best for last. The last time the Colts won in Pittsburgh was 8 years before Peyton Manning was born.
Whoa. Long time.
1968. Ben Roethlisberger started.
One.
Really?
Yeah.
I wasn't born yet. Steve, you?
Oh, I was very much.
Very much born. Ben Roethlisberger started this game after only 1 day of practice. Didn't look like that early on.
He had some tough skin jeans.
And Santonio Holmes, 23 yards and a first down.
Bell bottoms.
4 plays later, there is no I in me Weldy. Touchdown as Willie Parker's out with a torn labrum in his shoulder. Steelers up 7-0. 4 plays later for the Colts' ensuing drive. Manning to Reggie Wayne, who makes a play.
Double coverage, the ball's tipped, he makes a great play. Walk on in.
Ike Taylor tips, Ryan Clark gets spun around, and it's a 65-yard gain.
Focus. Focus. Stay focused on the ball.
Tied at 7. That's your score in the second quarter. When we have another flea flicker, and Ben Roethlisberger does his best to corral it, keep balanced, and fire it to Hines Ward, who makes a move and takes it down to the Colts 1.
The ball was underthrown a little bit, but Hines came back and made a nice play.
Great blocking on the play.
The pitch was almost overthrown, and then he avoids the rush. Great play by Ben Roethlisberger, who again is playing with an injured throwing shoulder. That set up another touchdown from Moreeeee Moore.
Whoa, could have scored on that one.
Steelers up 14-7. 3 Steelers, you don't think so?
No, sorry, he can't get his legs up high enough.
17-7's the score, minute 30 to go in the half, and it's a mistake. Keywan Ratliff picks off Ben Roethlisberger, and that is a bad mistake.
Right before the half.
Because it is right before the half, and you know the Colts want to stick it in, and they do. Dallas Clark score. It's 17-14 at the half. Fourth quarter, we're tied at 17 now, and Roethlisberger puts a nice drive together. Finds Hines Ward over the middle, 116 receiving yards in the night for a Super Bowl MVP. 5 plays later, second and fourth, the Colts 14. Moreeeee Moore comes calling again, down to the Colts 5. But the Colts defense stiffens. 3 plays later, after 2 runs fail to get in the end zone, Eric Foster, pow,
nice goal line stand,
hole and takes Moore down.
Great penetration.
And the Steelers have to settle for a field goal, 20-17. Keep that filed away, because the Steelers' next possession here after a Colts 3 and out, Tim Jennings picks off Roethlisberger with less than 5 minutes to go. So instead of being up by a touchdown, they're only up by 3. And when Manning finds Dominique Rhodes on the wheel route, the Colts are on top instead of being tied. 24-20, first lead of the game for Indianapolis. Steelers ensuing drive, 3rd and 21 at the Colts 43. 28 seconds left in the game, no timeouts left. Moreeeee Moore's got to get out of bounds instead. He tries to keep making moves. And he's down at the Colts 27, but again, no timeouts left for the Steelers.
Oh, yeah.
So they've got to make sure they don't create a false start. Got to get the playoff. They do. Now they've got to get it in the end zone for the win. No time left. Roethlisberger flings it. It's a Plinko tip drill moment. And the Colts' Melvin Bullitt picks it off. Peyton Manning is a winner in Pittsburgh with our Scott Hansen afterwards.
Well, the Colts season had been described as teetering on a fulcrum coming into this game. So, Peyton, can you describe how important this win was against this opponent on this field at this point in the year?
No, you really can't overemphasize it, because we have put ourselves in a hole early in the season, and 4-4 at the 500 mark is not where you really want to be, and so you are playing catch-up football. And when the schedule came out, we knew this was going to be a tough game. You didn't know how we were going to be playing. You knew Pittsburgh was going to be one of the top teams in the league, and they certainly were, and certainly proved that to be true tonight. Their defense is very stingy. Everything you get against them is tough, and it was a kind of a fight and scratch and clawing game, and made enough plays there in the second half to win the game.
Every time you think the Colts are out, they pull you back in. 5-4, and they're home against the Texans next week. Yeah. Very much alive in the
very
AFC.
much
They
alive.
are. And who wants to see them as maybe a 6th seed in the playoffs? Nobody.
Well, people like to see them on the road. You don't want to see them at home.
Right.
That's the thing. They're a totally different team.
Pittsburgh enjoyed seeing them at home, and they didn't enjoy seeing what they saw at home. I mean, and think about it. With that Colts win, Pittsburgh is now 6-3. Tennessee is 3 games clear of the field in the AFC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
they're almost
very
dormant
much
in
alive.
this conference right now.
Yeah, they are. Pittsburgh is struggling a little bit right now because Ben is beat up. He is beat up. The last 3 games, he's playing with a bad shoulder. He's been sacked, the 3rd most in the league, and I give a lot of credit because he's toughening it out, but his production in the last 3 games is a 38% or a 38 quarterback rating as opposed to a 98 in the first 6 games. I give him credit for playing tough, but he's not playing as well either. He's got to freshen up somehow.
You got to sit down. One thing to be tough, another thing to be smart. Don't hurt your team.
Pittsburgh next up against the San Diego Chargers. So it's a tough game for San Diego on the road, and Pittsburgh needs that win now. Ready to go prime time?
Thanks. Oh, sugar.
We're going to go.
Those 2 they make it.
We're going to go. Well, a lot of people paid homage, so you know what the rules are. The rules are they pay homage, they get it. So I don't know how you're going to fit it all in. The moments of victory presented by IBM first.
Stretch play, Peterson, big hole right side, at the 20, sprinting away from the defender, 10, 5, touchdown!
Adrian Peterson, 29 yards.
Can the Chiefs put the hammer down here with a two-point conversion? Thigpen takes the shotgun snap, sprints to the right side, pumps once, twice, fires it late and floats it. It's knocked down. And the Chargers knock down the two-point try.
1-7. It's not even a question what you do. These guys, they deserve to win a football game.
Those were the moments of victory presented by IBM. We've gotten up. We've made a hole for Deion Sanders. The corner is yours. Right after this.
Join in the passion and pageantry of college football every Saturday on NASN. Chris Fowler, Kirk Herbstreit, and Lee Corso get you ready for all the college football you can handle live on College Game Day.
They got it!
Followed by an action-packed doubleheader. Live college football, Saturday on NASN.
Braylon Edwards is a sight for sore eyes in a city longing for a superstar.
Well, we've been waiting for the playmakers. They showed up today.
And Braylon Edwards has got another one. And that's a new team record. What a catch by Braylon Edwards! And he goes in for a touchdown!
Let's go prime time, yeah? Big Snoop D-Go double chisel. In the hissle, for shizzle, yeah? Give me the ball, I go for it all. I gotta get mine, so you gotta get yours. Hey, I bet you wanna, I bet you wanna. Roll prime time on NFL Network.
Oh yeah, baby, it's about that time, and guess what? I think this may be the best prime time of all time. Let the record show. Number 10, the big fella. Light pockets, heavy heart, 22 carries, 126 yards, 2 TDs. The Giants go 8-1. Let me tell you something about this week. It's about running backs, high stepping, dancing, a little bit of defense. Number 9, D'Angelo Williams, 19 carries, $140, 69 yards on this TD. The Panthers are rolling. 7-2. Number 8, Pocket who? Hercules. Pocket who? Hercules. One more time. Pocket who? Hercules. The reason we said it 3 times because he scored 3 TDs today. Jacksonville wins 38-14 at Detroit. 11 carries, 70 yards. And number 7, oh, sugar. Oh, sugar. 2 interceptions, 43 return yards. Also added 8 tackles. Oh, they paid our man. Let that man retire a Raven proudly. Paid a man. And number 6, Adrian Peterson. 30 carries, $192, game-winning TD. Vikings beat the Packers 28-27. Adrian Peterson ain't no joke. And let me tell you something right now. I know on Let's Go Prime Time, we all about football, a little bit of fashion. My man Darren Horton is with somebody else who knows a little something about fashion. Check him out.
All right, Deion, I'm in the locker room where I'm just checking out the gear of Javon Curse, and he's got the Louis Vuitton mink scarf. Explain.
See, first of all, I took a page out of Deion's book because he's from the hometown. He's a Fort Myers boy, so we got to keep this thing going.
I like that. Is that custom?
No, it's not custom, but I mean, on me it looks custom because it fits me just right.
Let the party begin. Let's go back. Number 5, Jarius Norwood. We're going to go to Atlanta for just a minute and just marinate. 2 catches, 88 yards, 67 yards. He almost broke my high step record. What is wrong with these boys? And number 4, Chevis Jackson, 95 yards, interception return for a TD, trying to break Jarius Norwood high step record. What is going on in the ATL? And number 3, one of my young proteges, Chris Houston, follows up just over 14 minutes, picks it off. Drew Brees, but look what he does. Oh, if you can see me right now, I'm doing a dance with him. And number 2, Thomas Jones. I think Rich is smiling right now. 26 carries, $149, 3 TDs. The Jets win. I can't wait to see these guys on the NFL Network on Thursday night. It's going to be cold, but I'll be suited and booted, and you know that. Number 1, Will Blackman. Now, this is a man at the Browns' own heart. $140 in return yards, 65-yard TD return, high stepping in the end zone, but this is what he does, hand behind their head. You got to be kidding me, Charlie Prepper. Man, get out the way, man. I ain't got time for all that. This is his moment.
Nicely done.
Nicely done.
Good
Get out
job.
the way. Yeah. That's what I wanted to say.
You know what? I want to just quickly revisit something.
Just revisit it.
Did you earlier in the show say Kerry Collins is a better quarterback than Eli Manning? Did you say that?
I didn't say that he's a better quarterback. I said he's effective and efficient right now.
Because, I mean, Eli Manning, last I checked, is the reigning Super Bowl MVP.
That don't mean he's the best quarterback.
We shall see.
I believe in Eli. Eli, I believe in you. Kerry, I really believe in you.
I don't know if you believe in Eli Manning. And I believe this. At some point on the show, between now and the rest of the year, this man's going to get back on the Cowboys bandwagon.
Oh, yeah. He's a flip-flopper.
I would not. I'm on Tennessee's wagon. I'm riding. I'm riding, baby. I am riding.
And we're riding to New England. It's going to be cold. You are not lying on that front.
Got my jacket.
Bring your thermals.
We are looking forward to Thursday night football, Jets and Patriots. See you then.
I wouldn't be playing